Welcome to Under Two Capes Live, the official podcast of the Comics League Podcast Network. This is going to be a podcast with the original four. So let's bring in the boys. First off, my brother from the UK.
All the hopes and dreams of Krypton live in you now.
What's up, Teladia?
All I can say, the real game begins.
Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna tease this later, but Teladia and I have a big collab coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
We're not gonna tell you what it is. I want to tease this.
No, this is
But it is huge.
It is big for Comics League, and it's big for all of us. So we're just gonna put it like that.
So do you guys want to? So Teladia, do you want to bring in the rest of the? Do you want to bring in our other compatriot?
You mean our accomplice?
I guess accomplice is a good word for Nick. So let's bring him in.
Be a good boy and maybe Mama will give you a cookie.
The things I do for Gotham.
I'm taking that as a yes.
I knew it! I knew you guys had something up your sleeve.
Oh my gosh!
We got it!
My God! I told you.
We need to clip that.
Frick you.
Oh,
Jared,
I'm gonna clip this. It's gonna get better because JJheat just showed up. So let's bring in JJheat.
Flame on. How's everybody doing? Okay.
Oh, you what happened was wait a second.
All things equal, you got me good.
I gotta bring this up. So we were planning this for a week. Teladia comes to me and he says we should do a live Under Two Capes episode and make a joke intro for everyone. So, first off, this is payback for all the Wonder Bat BS. So what I did is
I regret nothing.
And by the way,
I concur with JJheat.
By the way, still still better than Nightfire, Nick. That came to me today. I was like, okay, so how do I really make this hurt? How do I get blood?
Inspired choice,
and it was my idea.
It was his idea to use that particular. Well, to use a clip from that movie. I just found the perfect one. And JJheat, the Granny Pants thing was his idea. The Marvel lover was my idea.
I am taking notes right now for when I make a deal with Apocalypse and like, okay, whose souls do I get to siphon first?
We are gonna say this. We're gonna take both of those clips of your intros, your reactions, and we're gonna put it into the Comics League intro.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going to use. By the way, can I say I thought I was going to get JJheat, but no, he was stone faced and just just came in like it was a regular Tuesday.
But he knows deep down he's eating him inside.
It's eating him inside like acid. So Sally girl, oh no, I'm not telling you the collab. It's going to be pretty big though.
I am fighting back the urge to make a punny tease. But out of respect for Jared, I'm not going to say anything.
Gal Gadot's getting on the Wonder Woman movie. I just hope Gunn keeps Patty Jenkins away from it. We'll talk about that more on CLD.
CLD tomorrow.
So, this week's episode of Under Two Capes, and by the way, that was Teladia. That was well worth it. I think that was very worth it.
That alliance was worth it.
Nick's reaction alone, when he just gets up and walks away, that was dope.
And that's
Jared,
going to be used.
I posted in private chat. Can I say that?
Hang on.
Please do.
No. Because that will give it away. Do not do that.
I mean, hey, I posted in private chat before.
I appreciate that. So we're talking about the best women in comics. And by women in comics, I mean the best female comic book characters in Marvel and DC. So I have asked.
No, we can't do indie.
We can't do indie. So I have asked, hey, what's up, Brown Destroyer?
I guess I can take Athena off the list then.
Yeah. Good to see you, brother. And by the way, I have finally hammered down the origin for Atlas. I'll tell you guys that off screen. So
did he shrug?
Breaking news.
Well, yeah, but and Brown Destroyer is back after a while, so we're gonna talk about. So I've asked the other 3 people on this list to come up with a top 5 list of their favorite female comic book characters from Marvel and DC. So the way we're gonna do this is, who would like to go? Wait, first, wait. Who prepared their list? I need to check
I literally have my entire list.
Okay, good. I want to make sure everyone did their homework, because when we did the April Fool stream, someone didn't read Marvel.
I regret nothing.
I had to watch Justice League and read Civil War 2, dude.
First of all, the fact you would compare the theater cut to Marvel, just no.
It's equivalent of that. So
one's a studio blunder, and the other's at a parody in the worst way possible. There is no in between.
You're a parody in the worst way possible.
Nice.
Yes.
So
that's an objective truth. But hey,
who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Nick has hand up first. So Nick, let's start with your DC picks. Who are your DC picks?
Okay, so I got both the lists right here, and I'm just gonna say the DC list was a lot easier to put together than the Marvel one, because I'm a DC fanboy.
Me too.
All right, and these are in no particular order, by the way. These are in no particular order. All right, so my top 5 are Zatanna.
Sweet.
Nice.
Starfire.
Do I need to play the clip again?
If you do, I'm leaving.
No, but Nick, here's the thing. You could like the Starfire character, but she's just crappy with Nightwing.
Yeah, that's true.
She is not crappy with Nightwing.
An entire generation of fans would disagree with you on that. Arguably 2.
Doesn't matter. And 2 entire generations of fans could be wrong.
You know what? This isn't my fight. Nick, please continue.
You are getting very close, Jared. You're kind of This
is my show. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Unlimited power.
All right. I'm
yeah. Go ahead.
So next up on the list is Huntress.
Okay, it's a solid list.
Yes. Continue.
Ms. Martian.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Megan.
And then lastly, everyone's favorite screamer, Black Canary.
That's a solid list, dude. That is a solid
I think
list.
you missed the double entendre in that, Jared.
Yeah, I know. But what about your Marvel list?
All right. So my Marvel list, again, this is in no particular order. We have Elektra, Ghost Spider, Phoenix, the Jean Grey,
of course,
X-23.
Of course. Okay,
and
I
then Rogue.
can see that.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
I kind of slipped in Rogue in there because I realized I put Phoenix twice. So I was like, okay, Rogue.
So you're telling me you got...
Honorable mention goes to Black Cat.
And you know what they call that when you put a Phoenix twice, Nick? They call it a full court Phoenix press.
That's the best word, buddy.
I got that joke.
Thank you, Teladia. Teladia's on my side now.
I mean, you're flattering me, so I appreciate it.
Who's next?
Me.
All right,
Okay,
so Teladia was first. You gotta be faster, JJheat.
Yeah, you gotta be fast.
His element is fire, not speed.
No, but the way heat works is that's how fast the molecules are vibrating. So it's got to be fast.
But I guess.
Obviously not fast enough, which is why he can't keep a girlfriend.
No. No.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
I think
Jared literally insulted Nightfire. So I'm sorry, gloves are off tonight.
No, I'm gonna say this right now, right?
Yeah.
Before I give my list, JJheat, Granny Pants, Marvel Lover.
And by the way, wait. First, Daniel has his list. So before you do that, I'm gonna give his list. So, Wonder Woman, Carol Ferris, Star Sapphire, Starfire, Raven, Supergirl. He gave 10, so I'll go through all of them. Power Girl, Catwoman, Batgirl, Zatanna, and Vixen. That's a nice choice.
Nice.
Marvel. Old Ms. Marvel, so the Carol Danvers Ms. Marvel. Psylocke.
Wait, what's wrong with Captain Karen? What you got against Captain Karen?
Psylocke, Storm, Rogue, Jean Grey, Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, not the pregnant one, the Spider movie, She-Hulk, Wasp, Black Cat, and Emma Frost. And Brown Destroyer says Zatanna, Amethyst. Megan Martian. Oh, you mean Ms. Martian. Hello.
Yeah,
Megan.
yeah. He means Miss Martian.
Mm-hmm. Oh, silly girl. Fast is not always necessary, just during some intense moments.
Indeed.
Oh.
There's a double entendre there.
Yeah, and then Brown Destroyer says Rogue and Shadowcat. All right, so Teladia, go.
My top five top female for DC is number 5 is Zatanna because she's great, a magician.
Yeah.
Number 4, I would say Black Canary stroke Black Siren.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Oh,
Number 3, Superwoman from
Which
Earth
one?
3.
Lana Lang or Lois Lang?
Lois Lane, Earth 3.
So evil Wonder Woman, sweet.
Evil Wonder Woman. Number 2 is Supergirl. Number 1 is Wonder Woman.
Naturally.
And by the way, Superwoman is one of the only Lois Lane versions that I tolerate because she's basically Wonder Woman.
Oh, I have an addendum. My honorable mention for DC is Stargirl.
Okay, that works. I'll go with that.
And my honorable mention is actually, you're not gonna believe this, is Power Girl.
Oh, it's not bad.
We get it. You like Supergirl and her variants.
Well, who doesn't? She has
Who
very
doesn't? Who
interesting
doesn't?
variants.
So my favorite Marvel stuff, actually,
Marvel stuff.
That's for you, JHeat.
Hey, it was a good joke. Hey, who am I to commit a good? Hey,
So, top 5. Number 5 is Emma Frost. Number 4.
nice. Classic choice.
That is a
Classic
solid choice.
The
Some
white
would say Diamond Solid.
Stop, Nick.
Number 4 is Rogue.
Ass, sugar.
Yeah.
Spice.
Number 3,
And everything
five-
nice.
Fireworks.
Ah! Sorry, Jay.
Let Teladia speak.
And number 3 is the fireworks explosion lady herself, Jubilee.
What?
Arguably the most useless X-Men.
Yes.
Number 3 though.
Naturally.
Yeah. Number 2 is Mystique.
Oh, there you go. That's a solid choice. I like that.
I mean,
And
she
number
literally,
one,
she
but
literally be
continue.
any woman.
Continue.
And then number 1 is X-23.
Nice. I dig that.
And honorable
Okay.
mention is Jean Grey, the Phoenix.
I like that. That's a good one.
I'm
That's
really
fair.
glad that, like, we got X-23 and, she doesn't have to become Wolverine. She's her own unique character with her own code name and she gets to do her own stuff. I'm glad they didn't need to burden her with the Wolverine title.
And by the way, yes, nice. Brown Destroyer, at least he's being honest. He goes, I chose mine based on my girlfriend material and nothing else.
That's fair.
That's
Brown,
great.
I'm totally with you, which is why I'm Nightfire.
And we got a message for you, Nick.
Oh
from
yeah,
Anya.
we are Super Wonder. Resistance is futile.
I mean, you can ship Super Wonder all you want. Like, I just
Yeah.
do Wonder Bat just to piss Jared off.
Yeah, it's all in good fun.
The only ship that I actually care about is Nightfire, which is why Jared's going so hard on me.
I gotta say, I've never seen a love
easy.
that burns so
Too easy.
brightly as Nightwing and Harley Quinn.
Yes, I agree.
You crossed the line.
Look at Nick's face.
Like, you do realize that scene is literal R word, right? It's literal SA.
Technically.
Is it?
Is
Yes,
it?
it is.
Here's a metric. Flip the genders. Flip the races. If this was Harley Quinn and Nightwing was the one doing it, we would all be calling for his head right now.
Well, wait a second. This is also in a universe where you thought it was a good
No,
idea
you
to
can't
have
use
Bat-
bad sense to defend this.
No,
you
I
can't use
can.
bad sense to defend this.
No, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying this is another reason why to think, is the DCAU as good as we remember?
But I'm sorry, but Batman and Harley Quinn is not in the DCAU. It is not. It is not.
Moving
if
on.
Batman and Harley Quinn is in the DCAU, then so is Under the Red Hood, because like you can make like Fatal 5. You can make an argument because like the art style is so different. Like they're like all like the stuff in the show in the movie. There's nothing to really.
It takes place after the show.
There's nothing in Justice League versus the Fatal Five that contradicts the DCAU, so I have no problem putting that. Whereas Batman and Harley Quinn, there's a lot of stuff that they have in there that contradicts the DCAU. Not to mention the art style, the character designs. Like Justice League versus Fatal Five, they were very deliberately using the DCAU art styles, very deliberately. Harley Quinn,
rebuttal.
Inspired maybe, but clearly they worked for going very hard.
Here's my rebuttal. Although you can make the argument it's inspired, you could also counter with, hey, this might be after the Return of the Joker flashback, and Harley goes straight.
In terms of being a criminal, not the other meaning of going straight.
I will say this. In defense of JJheat's point, it wouldn't be the first time Harley has tried to go straight, because remember that Batman episode. So
Criminally.
But
I
still,
even paid for the dress.
no, but still,
According to Bruce Timm, it's set in the Batman the Animated Series continuity, so it's in the DCAU.
it's kind of.
But you also got to remember that you also throw out Bruce Timm's opinion over literally anything else. So
No, I know, but I'm not concerning which movies are canon to his universe that he created. I'm just saying there are a lot of creative choices in that universe that are very questionable.
Canonicity aside, that doesn't make this moment any less bad.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying this is the second thing in this universe that I've looked to, and now that you mention it, and I'm like, what were you thinking?
This is the only thing I'm going to say about it. It was set up in BTAS as a one-sided attraction, and it was forced to justify how the Bat family broke up in the Return of the Joker film.
No, I get that. That makes sense. It's the Batman indulging in it that I really take issue
I thought we
with.
were still talking about Nightwing and
No.
Harley Quinn.
Okay, now we're moving on.
Yeah, because we need to
Might
have
as
a
well.
stream
Might as
about
well.
that. We need to have the stream about that kind of stuff, because I have strong opinions. I think there's a good stream there.
And Master Sergeant, the best DC woman, Cassandra Cain. The best Marvel woman, Leatherboy.
JJheat, I this is gonna be a hot take, so I know you can handle it, but everyone else, watch out. I think Cassandra Cain is a better Batgirl than Barbara.
Yes!
That's not a hot take, Nick. That is an ice cold take. In fact, let me give you my list.
That's an objective fact.
Let me give you my see if you detect a theme here. Number 1 is Wonder Woman for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. Number 2 is Black Canary. Number 3, Barbara Gordon Oracle. I'm specific to which version of the character I want.
My favorite version of Oracle.
Yes. She works best as freaking Oracle.
Okay, Jared, we are in agreement here. We're gonna. I
honestly, of the Batgirls, I too prefer Cassandra Cain a lot more because I'm reading her in War Games and I'm like, I like this one.
Oh, Jared, did you read War Drums?
No, I haven't yet.
War Drums is the prequel to War Games, and it deals a lot with Stephanie Brown as Robin.
I'll check that out. Actually, it includes the volume that I have actually includes a lot of the Stephanie Brown's Robin, so it might actually have that as like a
probably at the very end.
So,
but still,
4, Star Sapphire, as a fan of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern, because she was actually a pretty cool character in there.
That is quite the fairest choice.
Thank you.
Indeed.
And number 5 is Zatanna, the magical option. For Marvel, number 1, Emma Frost. Number 2, Black Widow.
The basic choice.
Number 3 is She-Hulk, comics version, not show version. I have to clarify that.
Jared, is she threatening to destroy your comic book collection if you don't say that?
Yeah. And number 4, Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers from the Brian Reed run. The good Carol Danvers.
So we're talking about Ms. Marvel, we're talking about Captain Karen.
And number 5, this is an FU to Dan Slott and Zeb Wells, Mary Jane frickin' Watson.
Oh.
Except the version pre One More Day.
Okay, wait. I got to do a pause here. Okay, this is going to be positive. Let's Did you hear that Dan Slott got engaged?
Oh, congratulations.
I wanted to take this moment and extend a very warm
cool.
congratulations to Dan Slott for getting engaged. I wish you and your fiance a very happy life.
Fantastic.
Yes. Definitely.
Just
Definitely.
because we disagree on things doesn't mean we're still not.
No,
human beings.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
we can be
That's
objective
awesome.
for once. We can be
That-
objective for once.
That is awesome. I'm very happy for him. That's terrific.
But I just
I wanted to be positive for a moment.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fair,
fine.
fair.
No.
But
That's
before we
fine.
get to my list, I
And,
just
and
wanna-
to be clear, Dan, if somehow you're watching, I like your other Spider-Man stuff. I want to be clear here. I like Spider Island. I like a lot of that other stuff. Just want to be clear. I just disagree with your stance on Peter and MJ. Just want to be clear on that. So, what were you gonna say, JHeat?
Peter and MJ, like their marriage, like they just deserve one more day.
Yeah.
get him out. Get him out.
We really
They
need to
play
forgive them for those
basically
past
Jared-
sins.
Be a good boy and maybe Mama will give you a cookie.
The things I do for Gotham.
I'm taking that as a yes.
The thing he does for
I
Gotham.
I just love how it fades into still better than Nightfire.
The things he does
This
for
is
Gotham.
this is worse than the Captain Marvel clip.
No, do you want us to play your intro? Because we will.
Hey, I
No,
don't care. Go ahead.
No, he's
Please.
fine. He's fine. Trust me, he's fine. So let's look at what Tevia says. That the best women in Marvel and DC are Cassandra Cain, Batgirl. There you go. Cassie
Yeah.
Sandsmark, Wonder Girl. Awesome choice.
Yeah, I think
Supergirl.
she's a good Wonder Girl. Like,
Yeah.
Let's,
I also gotta
Wait.
give a
I'm not
shout
done
out.
yet. I'm
Okay.
not done yet. Supergirl, Laura. X-23, Mayday Parker. We know that. And where he says Stephanie Brown is awesome too.
Okay. And I just wanted to do a quick segment before we go into my list. How I do, and the Harley Quinn animated show reflects this. Even though you could easily make the argument that there is a decline with Poison Ivy being Harley's post-Joker rebound, there's somewhat of a story there. It just
No, it
depends
is.
on who's writing it.
Yeah, and it's not like it just came out of nowhere. They were literally shipping them together as early as Batman the Animated Series. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on. The network just censored them from doing anything.
Yeah,
Specific.
That's the one like thing where like when you actually look at it, I'm like, A, it makes sense, and B, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that was the one, as opposed to like say Tim Drake, where it didn't come out of nowhere. It was like
I don't
okay.
believe in code, the whole coding and all that other BS, but in this instance, it is very clear.
The setup is there.
In Batman the Animated Series and in the DCU stuff, it is very clear that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy were written to be a lesbian couple. They're
Yeah.
living together, I like literally everything but being a couple. So I think it's very clear that's what they were written to be.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So that's one of the occasions where like they add in something new on a character, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Or if they didn't do it,
Hold
it's
on.
a very fair interpretation. It's a very fair read of that whole thing. Like, it's a very fair interpretation.
It's like it was a fair read when Greg Rucka, outside of the comics, he just said, I always considered Wonder Woman to be bi. And I'm like, okay, while I don't appreciate you not actually putting it in the book, I do acknowledge that you have a point with a character like Wonder Woman who grows up on an island of only women. However, when you factor into the fact that those women that she hangs out with are pretty much her aunts and
Sisters.
basically her sisters, that really makes me concerned.
Well, okay, my rebuttal against that, and I'm strictly is
Mhm.
like, if you could say that about all the Amazons, they're like sisters, aunts. So so that means that none of them can be paired up with any of them, which really
To
I don't know,
refute that, Wonder Woman is the only Amazon on the island to have grown up on the island. So they've known her since she was a baby. It's kind of creepier. A little bit. The other Amazons, they have a little bit more of. I agree with you when it comes to the other Amazons, Nick.
Because
It's
they were
just
at
when
least of age when they were sealed off on them.
Also, the other thing about Diana, as opposed to the other Amazons, and I'm just
And
like-
Master
like the-
Sergeant, you are on
Master
thin ice right now, brother.
No,
as far
no.
as the age stuff and growing
Revenge
up,
the Heat, Master
yeah,
Sergeant.
I got no rebuttal. I acknowledge that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
the-
I'm
yeah.
agreeing with that. That is a fair.
I
point.
agree with you, Nick. when it comes to the again, I just want to reiterate this. I'm fine with the other Amazons because let me put it this way, dynamically, I know they're not blood related to her, but dynamically, since she grew up with them, she is pretty much all of their collective daughter.
So I'm agreeing with that point.
Yeah.
I just, this is kind of more of an addendum, and it's not really proving anything. It's just I want to say it. Like Diana, depending on the interpretation, is not an Amazon. She's a demigod. You know, she's like sculpted, like she's at the very least a daughter of Athena and Zeus, or sculpted from like
no, she's not the daughter of Athena and Zeus.
I'm saying depending on the interpretation.
But all of them, she is considered the Amazon princess.
Right, but she's kind of like a separate like ethnicity or whatever, however you want to label it. Like this is not proving any point.
Well,
I just wanted to
here's the thing, though, just to clarify one thing, because I just got the omnibus for the George Perez run, which is fantastic, by the way.
Great run.
Wow. They bring up that the Amazons are that it's like you don't necessarily have to be born on Themyscira to be considered an Amazon, because like the Amazons themselves are just the reincarnated souls of slain women. So it's not like they start off an island.
I mean, that's how Donna Troy ended up on the island, where she was saved from a fire by Diana and then taken to Themyscira,
and she is an Amazon. It's kind of like with the Mandalorians, how they adopt someone into the culture and they're considered a Mandalorian. It's that. So she is an Amazon, and plus she was born and raised in the Amazon culture. So still, the point is, even if she wasn't an Amazon, it's just the whole idea about how she was raised by these women from birth that it kind of doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, like honestly, I can totally see your point. So I just wanted to kind of bring up the
Now, Daniel does make a good counterpoint. Poison Ivy, yeah, it does kind of degrade Poison Ivy to where she's not actively being a villain anymore. She's just a prop for Harley and their relationship. That's a fair point, but that's mostly due to writer's preference than anything else.
The other thing, I need to be clear on this. My one point against the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy relationship, it's really just like DC trying to turn Harley Quinn into a hero, is because what Harley Quinn was invented to be, and the role I think she works best in, she's supposed to represent the ability of the Joker to manipulate someone.
I mean, to be fair, you can really draw parallels between Harley Quinn and Deadpool. Because if you look at Deadpool when he first came out, he was very much like very much evil, anti-hero, kind of badish guy. And over time, as Deadpool got more popular, they turned him into like more of a hero type. And the same thing happened to Harley Quinn. Like Harley Quinn was meant to be one thing, but as she got more popular,
here's the thing about Deadpool, though.
She turned into something else.
Deadpool is a situational hero, because there are times in the modern comics he is not a hero.
He does not.
And honestly, so is Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn is also a situational hero, because she just wants to do she does really honestly whatever she wants. Like, actually I'd call her an accidental hero, because most of the time when she does good, it's totally by accident.
And the other thing I object to DC trying to label her as the fourth pillar, because I'm against when the company itself tries to force us to like a character, like when they call Moon Girl the smartest.
Excuse me.
Because here's
in
the thing.
Harley Quinn's case, I do have to object, because Harley Quinn's popularity, like she is a merit. It does have merit, because like Harley Quinn's popularity has been building over the past 25 years, and as a fourth pillar of the DC, like justified.
No, I'm not saying that, Nick. I'm against the company itself coming out and saying, "Oh, she's the fourth pillar of DC." Let the fans decide that. If the fans
this
decide
is gonna
that,
be a hot
fine.
take. Jared, you like what I'm about to say. You might kick me out of the 3 and 4, but I'm gonna say it anyway. In some circles, Harley Quinn is more popular than Wonder Woman, and that is a fact.
Get him out.
Well, that's a fact. I don't have to.
No. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Like,
don't kick him out.
I'm not saying Wonder Woman isn't popular, but like among like the younger audience, the younger girl audience, like the way you go to any Comic-Con, like for every one Wonder Woman,
you're arguing demographics, but that's a fair point.
Here's my refutation of that. Comic sales reflect the opposite, and plenty of times there are cosplayers that don't read the comics. I've counted many of them.
Okay, comparing fanon to sales is like comparing apples and oranges. They're similar enough, but objectively they're completely different.
What I'm saying is that the company should go off of what actually sells. Because here's the thing about DC, about Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. When they were not like DC going, oh, this is the Trinity at first. It was more like these are the characters that sold these are the 3 DC characters that sold. So they're like, let's put them together based on their sales as the face of DC.
Well,
and by the way,
I'm pretty sure the Harley Quinn's books sell pretty well too.
No, they've been going down.
They stagnant.
They have been stagnating. Ironically, since they tried to force her into being a hero.
Then I guess that kind of like I should reform my argument. Be like, outside of the comics reading people, Harley Quinn's really popular. Because look at her TV show. Her TV show is really popular. Like
that, I
like
agree
Wonder
with.
Woman, like they didn't give Wonder Woman a TV show and how insanely popular it is. It's Harley Quinn who got the TV show.
But Wonder Woman got a movie first. But that's besides the point. Tevia
You
says,
could argue the Suicide Squad is Harley Quinn's movie. You could make
Now,
that
we're not
argument.
going purely off appearance or subjectivity. We're also talking about impact in their worlds, in their character dynamics, and their stories.
But
Jessica,
and by the way, wait. Tevia's right. Jessica Cruz has got to be. I'm gonna downgrade Star Sapphire. Wait, stop.
Why the
Nick,
frick did you not include Jessica?
Stop. I'm undoing that. Star Sapphire has now been bumped to an honorable mention, and Jessica Cruz is now in my number 4
Did you
choice.
just snap? Did you just blip? Star Sapphire.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because I can't believe I didn't think about that.
You need the clip of like Thanos doing the snap.
I'm gonna do that. You should have gone for the head. And Tevye asked a good question, actually. What do you guys think about Gwenpool?
Gwenpool started out as a behind-the-scenes joke, but eventually they just ran out of things to do with her.
If you read the original run,
I'd rather meet the real Gwenpool, aka Heather Antonos.
but if you actually that says a lot. But if you actually read the original comic runs after her Howard the Duck intro, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I have nothing against it.
Yeah, like I have no hatred for Gwenpool. I just don't really have any interest. Like I said, I like Ghost Spider because I feel like they've done a lot to like make her her own character. I like the whole punk rock aesthetic, and I'm gonna be honest, Gwenpool's costume is probably one of the best spider people costumes
it is.
ever.
And by the way, Brown, I know that. I know she didn't sell as much as Superman and Batman. It's just she was one of the books that sold well enough compared to Superman and Batman that they were like, okay, you know what? These are our 3 characters. Let's push them forward as the Trinity.
Yeah, like
that's what the fans
Marvel
want.
and DC each have their trinities. Marvel's Trinity is Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. That is Marvel's
After
Trinity.
MCU, that's what it turned
Post
into.
MCU, I would argue Spider-Man.
It was really a trinity of families in the original days. It was Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and X-Men.
Yeah, but
that was the Trinity.
But but DC's Trinity is Batman.
Yep.
Wonder Woman and Superman.
See Brand Destroyer's comment to you, Jared?
It never actually popped up because of Cell. Well, arguably the George Perez run refutes that.
Also, the other thing, people don't like. You guys forget Wonder Woman had a hit TV show in the 70s.
Yes.
Wonder Woman was like you had like Batman the animated series in the 60s. I'd say Wonder Woman really pioneered. Like without Wonder Woman, you wouldn't have gotten Hulk, like the Hulk TV show, like all these like Wonder Woman was really the first. Like, can I cook, please?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wonder Woman was the first comic book TV show to actually take the character seriously. Like Batman was a farce. Like I love the Batman 60 show, but it was a farce. Wonder Woman,
in that case, hang on.
The character
throw the clip.
Sorry, I had to. You mentioned the show.
It's fair. That is fair. But it really set the stage. And then you got the Hulk TV show, which they made a lot of changes, but they honestly took the character seriously.
Here's the thing: the Wonder Woman show, at the very least, started the process of mainstreaming Wonder Woman, because arguably the show started it. It wasn't complete until the movie came out and was as popular as it was.
And the fact that a woman could lead a hit superhero TV show
that was huge 70s, for back then.
Yeah, it's huge even for now. Honestly.
Actually, would you guys like us to do a watch through of the Wonder Woman show? I'm down for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would make that that would make my night.
That's a
because-
long commitment, so
Granny
I'm gonna
Pants.
say maybe.
Well, I'm saying we could watch
Yeah.
Again.
like a couple episodes, and then we'll just discuss them. That'd be fun.
I'm willing to discuss it. So
Yeah, that's fine. It's an idea. Let me put it that way. And then Daniel says, my theory is that Wonder Woman doesn't sell so many comics as the other two members of the Trinity because DC changed her a lot throughout her history. That is a good point, though. But I'm not saying she sells as well as Superman and Batman. I'm just saying compared to the other books of DC at the time, they were the top.
Well, okay, because I actually
Here's the,
Wonder Woman.
hold
okay,
on.
here's the thing about Superman and Batman and their histories. Superman's story has remained relatively the same since 1938. It's a
Yeah.
really simple story. Batman, on the other hand, really his story only really started in the 70s with the Neil Adams run. The Batman as we know it now was birthed in the early 70s because of Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams. That like, but the thing is, it's the 70s. It's been long enough. Like we think that's a Batman that's been around forever, but really, it's actually kind of recent.
And by
No,
the way,
because
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
Nick
go
makes a good segue. I'll get to my list in a minute. Don't worry.
yeah,
But that
go
makes a good segue. And how essentially the Golden Age Batman was more akin to Pulp Fiction. He used guns, he killed people, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, here was Flashpoint Batman, basically.
Batman with guns.
So you mean all of them? I love Nick. So when I was on Mad Max's stream, I was showing off my hot toys, and then Max, as a joke, goes, "Batman doesn't kill," and then right a second later, I go, "Mine does."
And that's why there's the clone.
I was like, "Yes, that clone discussion was nuts." But the one point I will bring up is that the thing about it is that here's the other thing that helps, and this is why I've always said why those three work as the Trinity. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman represent the three components of being a superhero. Superman is like the optimism and truth. Well, arguably
excuse me.
the hope part. Batman is the justice. Wonder Woman is the truth. They each have those three. They each embody those three components.
No. I got to do it right. Wonder Woman's the truth. Batman is justice. Superman is the American way.
Ah, there you go. That works. That works. I like that.
I mean, come on. You were.
Yeah,
it's
I set
clear
that up.
you
I
were
was like,
going
should I
there.
say it? But I'm like, okay, there
So-
you go.
Truth,
JJheat
justice, and the American.
Yeah, we got it.
So, JJheat, what's your list?
Yeah,
Because
your
I'm
list,
really-
dude.
Okay, all right. This is in no particular order. Satana, obviously, mate.
Mhm.
Satana, Hawk Girl, Shira Hall.
Mhm.
Well, you are John Stewart, so.
Hey, there you go.
That's debatable. Let's see,
not wrong.
Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and what would be a good number 5? What would be a good number 5?
It's a Catwoman.
No, too obvious. Too obvious.
Starfire.
Oh, what the hell, Starfire. Honorable mention.
Don't be influenced by the man that has terrible ships.
That's why his ship is.
Do I need to break out the clip again, Nick? Because I'll do it.
Now you're just being mean.
Honorable mention
You
is
know what? I'll
Jessica
do it.
Cruz.
Hey, there you go. That's an excellent honorable choice.
JJheat with the save.
Thank you.
Uh,
Daniel
What did he say?
says, my main complaints about the Linda Carr series is that not a single iconic, recognizable Wonder Woman supervillain. Here's the thing. Compared to Batman and Superman, she doesn't have iconic villains. That's the thing. I was
Diana
laughing.
has no rogues gallery.
Here's
She-
the thing. There's this Twitter account on Twitter that's a Wonder Woman account, and it annoys the hell out of me. I think Nick knows who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name names or anything like that. But
Okay.
this account was basically saying that it's so sad that they don't use so many of Diana's villains because she has iconic she has villains as iconic as Superman and Batman, and I'm like, then how come no one can name them except for Cheetah?
Yeah, I think Daniel really just named like the three that like what was it? Yeah, Cheetah,
Dr.
Giganta, and Cersei are really the
And
the
Dr.
only-
Psycho.
But Dr. Psycho's a character of the Silver Age. He barely gets used.
And they would never make because Dr. Psycho is basically a walking Me Too.
Well, honestly, I really hope they make Dr. Psycho the villain of Wonder Woman 3 and have Peter Dinklage play him.
Well,
I'm sorry, Peter
we'll talk
Dinklage
about
is a
that.
perfect choice for Dr. Psycho.
I don't know.
No comment. No comment. I know where your head's
Actually,
at. I
Daniel
know
has a
you
good
too
point.
long.
In Green Lantern's fashion, Superman is a blue lantern, Batman's a yellow lantern. By the way, that was a fantastic image drawn by Ethan Van Sciver. I love you, brother. And 3 is Wonder Woman is a Star Sapphire.
No,
Yeah,
I could
that
be
works.
wrong on this, but I do remember a lot of Injustice diehards still comparing Injustice Wonder Woman as the most compassionate version of her.
What?
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman Injustice is literally the most toxic witch of a woman.
So you're talking about the woman who, when she found out that Steve Trevor was
lying to her.
No, was a word that I can't say on the internet because the stream will get taken down. She wrapped her lasso around his neck and choked him. She corrupted Superman. She's compassionate.
Hey, there are a lot of diehards online.
I have a hate boner for Injustice.
Jared,
like
just play the clip of the.
No, I need to cook.
No. Go ahead, Nick.
So, Wonder Woman is probably more responsible for the Injustice world than anyone else because she enabled Superman. She encouraged his darkest tendencies.
Because here's the thing.
And then after he went all psycho, was like, oh no, Superman's evil. We got to do something, guys.
Actually, no, she wasn't even, we have to do something. She was like, oh no, I like this. He's finally subjugating man's world. That's what she said in the games.
So toxic. So freaking toxic.
That's why when people bring up that like Superman and Wonder Woman can't be together because that leads to injustice. And I'm like, have you seen the Wonder Woman in that universe?
Hey, it's a fair point.
Which, by the way, the 2 people that I blame the most for what happened to Superman is not Superman. It's Batman and Wonder Woman.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes,
if mainline Wonder Woman met Injustice Superwoman, he would be so freaking pissed. Like, he would not stand for that person.
It would be decapitation time, and she did in the game. And by the way, so here's why. So Wonder Woman, I've already gone over why she's partly responsible for injustice. Batman, because back when it was just the Joker that Superman killed, he basically isolated himself from he basically gave Clark the cold shoulder when his friend was suffering. Like, you
he held an
a-hole.
impossible man to an impossible standard.
I'm like, you are an a-hole. All these deaths are because of you now, because you pushed Superman to this point.
In Bruce's defense, like, doesn't he regret it and hasn't he vocalized that? Like,
no, I'm saying
times.
no, it doesn't matter. You still did it. It's like, that's my problem with like the whole Batman doesn't kill thing. Because you know what that did? When mainline Wonder Woman killed Maxwell Lord in the main continuity, both Superman and Batman basically told her, "Get out of my face." And I'm like, she's your best friend, you a-hole.
Here's my rebuttal. Okay, people react to trauma differently. Okay, and don't get and this is like the ultimate trauma for these people. Some people. You basically have a fight or flight kind of mechanism, and oftentimes you don't even know which one's going to happen. Like, you could be like all tough and whatnot, but as soon as something happens, you're out of there. Or basically Batman, he flew. He ran away. That was his emotional response, and this was something highly traumatic. Okay,
but the problem with that,
there's not an excuse for Batman. But like, you're kind of portraying him as like he made like this like dastardly choice. These deaths are on him. I'm just saying he had a trauma response, and it made it even worse. Like, I'm trying to be understanding here.
It's because this is what happened to Superman is literally what happened to Batman when his parents were killed. So I'm like, if there's one person,
and it probably triggered him so much that like emotionally. He couldn't because
it's a valid point, Jared.
We all know Bruce is a walking bag of like unprocessed trauma.
Which is why Wonder Bat doesn't work.
Okay,
I wasn't even bringing it to that, but okay.
Thank you, Nick. You set that up flawlessly.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
I'm doing it.
I'm sorry. You just like, but so it's like something like this could just be the straw that breaks the camel's back, where it just breaks him mentally. Because like.
My issue with that is that this always happens to Batman, i.e. when mainline Wonder Woman killed Maxwell Lord because he was mind controlling Superman too. And I'm like, he basically told her, Wonder Woman came to him and said, please don't let this one thing stand between us being friends. Then Batman just turned her and went, get out. And I'm like, a
lot of that was editorially mandated because they were setting up Final Crisis.
Yes, that's true. No, Infinite Crisis. But I'm wait a second here. She was mind control people
away. Wait.
This is the guy that has contingency plans in case the entire Justice League is mind controlled.
And
Superman was being mind controlled.
And this was a forced situation.
Okay, we need to get out of the headspaces that he's Batman. At the end of the day, he is still a man. Okay, and everyone has their breaking points. And my argument is like the Joker stuff and Metropolis got nuked in this scenario, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong
Yes.
or right?
Metropolis.
No, you're right. You're right.
And so Metropolis getting nuked, all that death, this could be my argument is that was a breaking point for Bruce. So he isolated and he pushed people away. I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. I'm just saying it's what happened.
Yeah, but
And he's not a monster for how he responded.
No, I'm not saying he's a monster. I'm just saying he's about 50% responsible for what happened. And my thing is, Nick, is that I'm okay with that. At the time, he was probably like
Processing
frozen, like what the hell just happened? But he had like months to react and say, "Okay, Clark, calm down." I went through
There's
the
no
exact
timeline for mental recovery.
This is Batman we're talking about, though, and this is comic books.
Okay.
You're holding comic books to a realistic standard.
Fictional characters.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, at that point, you can make the argument: why didn't Wonder Woman just fart rainbows and make everyone happy?
Yeah,
I mean, because that, literally, if you're gonna play the fictional characters, Mark, then I can literally just say that.
No, but
So-
I'm just saying because this is what I'm just saying. Tom Taylor, I get what he was going for. It's just at least for me, it doesn't land well, particularly when it doesn't really land well with me, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. It's
Well,
just, I
yeah,
think
it's
is
fine.
if we're gonna argue, we need to have a set parameters in which we're gonna argue under.
Yeah.
Like pulling
fair.
these fictional characters, that just throws all the rules out the window. And so I'm just gonna say, why didn't Superman puke out eggs that when they break them, they just have rainbow colored gas that makes everyone happy? Why did he not burp up the egg?
In the Silver Age, Superman had another power where he could shoot tiny Superman out of his fingertips.
Pew pew.
Again, why did he just
Silver
conjure up
Age.
all the Superman?
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with the fictional characters argument is it basically just throws all rules out the window and just makes all arguments irrelevant.
But
JJheat, what's your Marvel pick?
yeah, what's your list? Come on.
Oh, okay. But I just want to get back to this before I actually get to my Marvels
go ahead.
list. Now, Injustice was written to appeal to edgy teenagers. This was just a self-contained, edgy, immature game that happened to sell gangbusters. Let's just call it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you
Because remember, the comic when it was coming out was just titled Injustice. It wasn't year one. It got popular, so they're like, let's do more of this. Keep it going.
Also, wasn't Injustice meant to be a tie-in for the video game?
Yeah, it was.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's meant to be the prequel to the game and just go with
Yeah,
it.
so we need to keep that in mind, is the fact that it was meant to be a prequel for a video game, and also it needed to set up because it's a prequel to the video game, it has certain restrictions or guidelines placed upon it.
No,
so
I
we need to
know
keep
that.
in mind.
I'm just saying for right now, I'm taking the comics. Well, I'm saying the entire scenario, games included. There's that one hole in that argument, is what I'm saying.
The best way to
Reggie?
break this down, the best way to break this down is that Batman v Superman and Injustice was a battle of extremes, and Diana wasn't there to be the voice of reason. Because usually in situations like this, Diana is usually the voice of reason. If not her, then Nightwing. So they removed both characters. One was completely butchered characterization wise, and the other was killed off for a throwaway line and plot convenience to essentially keep these two butting heads.
And say what you want about.
I will say the death of Nightwing. I know people deride it. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, because I actually read the Comics Explained, where the guy who reads the comics and synopsizes them actually watched his video about that. Great video, by the way. And it's in training, Damien was expecting him to catch it. I kind of understand why Damien is so whiny, because in his mind, it's I thought I didn't mean to kill him. But they treat him like he's a murderer, like he did it out of cold blood when it was an
I
accident.
disagree that. I just think the way he fell on a convenient rock that broke his neck. That's the part where I'm like, that is dumb as hell.
The movie
But
did it better.
as far as Red Hood's and Damien's
They
involvement,
turned Damien to Jason. Let's be
I think-
honest.
yeah. But as far as Damien's involvement, I think
That's fine. I don't agree with it. Here's the thing. Batman calls anyone that kills under any circumstances a murderer, so he's not exactly the
But the way
best
how
choice.
Nats, like how everyone treats him
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
games, it's
Mhm.
like one of my favorite like story beats from the comics of Injustice is Nightwing basically becomes Deadman, and he kind of gives Damian permission to be Nightwing. I thought that was a nice touch. Like okay, if you're gonna have him become Nightwing, the way they played it out, I think was fine. Like
And by the way,
Nightwing forgives him, and like okay, that's cool.
And by the way, Tavia, in Injustice 2, what happens is so during Superman's takeover, and by the way, we should do an entire stream going in depth about in Injustice and having this debate because that's awesome. But in Injustice,
Oh boy.
You know what you should do? You should do a playthrough of Injustice 1 and 2 on stream.
oh hell yeah, you guys can see me dominate as Wonder Woman. But so the thing is that what Superman did to the Titans, he locked them in the Phantom Zone. So when they get out, they got in. They were sent to the Phantom Zone near the beginning of Injustice. So when they get out, it's Injustice 2 times. Superman's in prison, so they're like, the hell? And then when like there's this scene where like an Amazo android, and I'm talking about the Injustice 2 comics, he's attacking like Conduct, I think, and the Titans show up, and Wonder Woman shows up. And like Diana's like, oh Cassie, I'm so glad to see you, because she didn't know that Superman threw in the Phantom Zone. And then Cassie goes, get away from me! Your boyfriend threw me in the Phantom Zone. It was so good. It was so, because that's my least favorite version of Wonder Woman. I just want to be clear, even though I like playing as her in the game. But more on Injustice later. But JJheat, your Marvel list.
Okay, this is in no particular order. Rogue, Emma Frost, Psylocke, Jean Grey, Mystique.
So I take it you're an X-Men fan.
Hey,
They're
they're the only good paint part of Marvel.
You do bring up a good point, because the reason why they tried to push Captain Marvel as like their Wonder Woman is because their actually popular female characters were the movie rights were owned by other studios, i.e. the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And really
on that note,
I love how like Rogue is pretty much on all of our lists.
I mean, come on,
in
it's
a way.
Rogue.
I love how Emma Frost is on all of our lists. I'm like,
well, she's not on mine.
Well, okay.
But Rogue
Nick
is the
likes me
ultimate.
neat.
Rogue is yeah. Rogue is the ultimate look but don't touch kind of character.
And by the way, Brown Destroyer, have you guys seen Godzilla vs. Justice League? We talked about it. I got something pretty cool at my local comic shop the other day.
Oh yeah, he showed me.
It's morphin' time.
That's what we're gonna say. It's morphin' time.
Those of you,
I'm lagging right now, but I'm almost sure y'all said Morbin.
No, I did not say Morbin.
No.
I did not
Did
say
someone
Morbin.
kick him off the stream, please?
And did not say Morbin. Okay, you know what? For saying it's Morbin time, let's do this. Let's do this.
You know this has no effect on me, right?
The funny part about the granny pants thing is that I found an actual clip of a grandmother shooting the machine gun. So I thought that was good. That was right in your face.
It was perfect.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
It was a
Also,
good edit. Great edit.
Yep, She-Hulk and Mary Marvel from the Captain Marvel. Oh, that's a good one.
JJheat's reaction right now.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I can tell you're holding it back, JJheat. I know you don't want to react. I can tell
I
can tell you're really holding it back.
So
now wait. What's your all's least favorite female character?
Not counting Phoenix, Jean Grey. Modern Jean Grey. Now hear me out.
You don't like Phoenix?
I said I don't like Jean Grey without Phoenix. And yes, I know what you did there, Nick.
I really need to get that cover. Just like I need to do an homage to that cover at some point.
Yeah, Nick. I'm just like, yeah, there you go.
You might as well.
You know what? It'll be better than a recent homage by Marvel, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Nick.
Oh, God.
Your least favorite female character.
Least favorite. Oh, if we're doing Marvel and DC, for Marvel, I gotta say Captain Karen. Like, oh my god.
Come on, let's be real.
And by the way, Tavia, the prompt is least favorite female DC character.
Wait.
And for
For
DC,
Master Sergeant, your least favorite is Catwoman? Huh?
Real
After
quick.
King's Run, I'm not surprised.
for DC, I'm gonna get some heat for this, but Talia, I do not like Talia.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that.
Talia
Don't let
is-
Nerdette. Don't let
That's fair.
Nerd because Nerdette ships Talia and Batman, and I'm like, that is the most.
Okay.
toxic relationship I've ever
Are
seen.
we talking Neil Adams? or
even
Rick Ross?
without, even if you take out the whole like drugging thing, it is still an incredible at least with at least with Catwoman, there's at least some mutual respect there. There's at least she at least cares about him.
He loathes Catwoman. I love how. Teladia, your least favorite. Hey, what's up? Tell him.
What's
Hey, what's
up?
up to them? My least favorite Marvel character is Captain Marvel MCU.
I'll give you
AKA
that. That's fair.
Brie Larson just didn't do a good job.
I feel like we're all gonna claim her as our least favorite Marvel character.
And my least favorite DC character,
Let me guess. Lois Lane.
no.
This isn't me. It's Teladia. What are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. That's a
Well,
spoiler.
I was
for
like,
Jared.
wait a second here.
That's spoiler for Jared.
If so,
At least-
Teladia, our alliance just got that much stronger. But okay.
You know what? Just to mess with JJheat, I'm gonna say Lois Lane. Honorable
Yeah, I have
mention-
nothing
Brown
against it.
noser. Brown noser.
So my least favorite is Captain Marvel, and my least favorite DC character is the bane of my existence. The character that I think they should have given her own series a long time ago away from Superman is Lois Lane,
Hey,
No,
yeah,
but-
or as I like to call her, Lois Lame.
No, but I forgot to give.
well,
honorable
this video just got like 10 more dislikes.
I got honorable mention to mention,
What's up?
and the honorable mention is actually Catwoman Halle Berry. I can't
There
pronounce
you
it.
go.
Okay,
Okay,
By
that
the
movie
okay,
was that movie was bad.
Oh,
That
by the way,
movie was
Brown
bad.
has a good one. Brown's a good one. All right. Well, he has my Power Girl, but Miss America, aka America Chavez, aka the character who said in the comics, this is actual dialogue, holy menstruation.
I have a character that I want to mention, and this is outside of Marvel and DC.
It has to be Marvel and DC.
Come on, let him have this.
All right.
Witchblade.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair
I mean,
That's a
like,
fair point.
I'm not trying to shield for myself, but I just want to mention
All right.
Witchblade because I think a discussion about great female comic characters deserves to have
All right.
Witchblade mentioned.
If we're doing one indie and then we'll wrap up, Red Sonja.
No self promotion.
No self-promotion. Red Sonja.
Indie.
I mean, mine's
Amber
Witch-
from Invincible, the TV show version.
yeah. Basically,
For a
by
second
indie,
there-
we mean anything that isn't Marvel or DC.
For a second there, JJheat, I thought you were going to say Amber from the TV
Wait,
show.
you were just gonna call him Teladia, weren't you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
The look
Yes,
says
you-
it all.
that's the second slip up in 2 days.
Somebody clip this.
The psychos just keep getting younger.
You know, Jared, you really need to start like a clips channel or something like that for all these like little moments.
I probably will. And the first one will be Nick walking off the show after I show him the awesome clip I made for him.
I can't believe I just.
I am
missed
now
it,
regretting
too.
suggesting that.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. He just missed it. He had just shown up right as it was wrapping up. That's the funny part.
Oh.
Movie Theater asked Comics League, do you believe modern comics are ruining female heroes, making it harder? Yes, there is.
To an extent.
100%.
A
To an
thousand
extent.
times, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna start. And then we'll wrap up because that's actually a great topic for a future Under Two Capes episode. This may be in next week's episode.
Maybe.
Nick, real quick, summarize your arguments on why you think that modern comics are ruining female characters.
So the reason why is they're writing them like they're basically not even creating characters anymore. They're creating caricatures. Like it's gone even way beyond like Mary Sue self inserts, and it just they're very poorly written. They take over the story, or even just gender bend characters. It's to the point where these characters aren't even interesting, and it's even getting so bad that like, all right, you are so like your movie Barbie is so feminist enough, it looped right back into being pro male propaganda.
Oh, and by the way, tell him. He says Talia and Bruce are a good couple. Plus, without them, we wouldn't have the Super Sons. Oh gosh.
No.
Again,
right to your opinion,
according
even
to
if I disagree with you.
Well, let me put it this way: this is comic books. They could just make it that they could just reboot the continuity and make it that Talia that Damian is the son of Batman and Catwoman. It doesn't matter who the parents are.
So what you're saying is
they'll make it canon.
Yeah. How about the Earth 3 Super Sons?
Wait. Okay, that's a reference to my stream where eventually with the Justice Lords and the Crime Syndicate and all that. That's a reference to my stream.
Hey, what's up, Frost? He goes, the Council of Jared sends its regard, Jared Prime. Love from Frost Comics.
Hey,
the joke is the guy who hosts this channel is also named Jared. So we came up with our own little joke.
So we got Jared, and Jared.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the Council of Jareds.
Indeed.
I'm like the Council of Reeds.
So when are you guys doing your magic dance?
Excuse me?
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, I get it.
How, Jared?
But as for my argument, it's just bad writing. Like, there is no subtext, there's no nuance, barely any creativity to be had. And Tabby is probably going to go on a rant in the comment section when I say this, but case in point, Titans Academy. You have arguably one of the best hero teams in fiction. How do you mess this up?
Very easily, it seems.
Christ!
Very easily. It's really simple. What you do is you ignore all the good parts that people want to see, and then in the case of Superman, you put Brian Michael Bendis on the book. In terms of Tom Taylor, you put him on anything that's not Elseworld stories.
That is true.
And in terms of Aquaman, you put Kelly Sue DeConnick on it.
Oh,
that's
God,
it. If you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. We watched that clip, by the way, on next Friday Night Frenzy. I think it was either last week or the week before. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Oh, but
You're awesome.
Like I keep saying, it's just bad writing. Okay.
I'm
waiting on this one.
Nick, it's Starfire's daughter. It's not Starfire. It's not Starfire.
I was about to literally torch down the stream.
Okay, for context.
You think JJheat brings the fire? You have nothing against us. I am the Phoenix.
Okay. Hey, JJheat, the Teladia, you know what I really want? I want to see a Bendis Starfire run.
Yes.
That's what I want to see.
Not even I'm that cruel. And I made New Direction. Not even I'm that cruel.
Well, I would make a Bendis point. I literally put Starfire. Not with Nightwing. No. It'd be with somebody else.
Oh, here we go. Who'd you put Nightwing with? Who'd you put Starfire with? Anyone but Nightwing.
I would say Roy Harper.
That could be interesting. Or Jason Todd. They did that in the new 52 book.
Somebody clip this for the love of God. This is gold.
This is going to be a clip.
We got two clips. That's two clips.
Okay.
The caption is, I break Phoenix Press twice.
For the record, frick all y'all.
Hey, I'm not in this.
What is wrong with the Starwing ship? The Starwing ship is the Wonder Bat of the Teen Titans ships.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Oh, come on.
I'm just joking. Jeez. I'm just joking. You guys don't have to take it so seriously. With that's a bit in the same way that the Wonder Bat thing is a bit. I really could not care less about.
See, here's the thing. You can make all sorts of legitimate argument against the Wonder Bat. And I don't really give a crap about Wonder Bat, okay? That's just to piss off Jared. But you can't make any arguments against Nightfire. The only thing is personal preference. Some people want him with Barbara. Some people want him with Corey. I want him with Corey. We're both right.
That was a joke, Nick. Just want to be clear on that.
Yeah, Jared, you're enjoying this.
And that was and what I just did, that's called hyperbole for sake of entertainment.
Why, thank you. But I will say it was entirely worth it because now I have two clips. I'm making shorts of these.
Two clips.
But back to my main point.
Jared, they better do well. Otherwise, I'm going to be really mad.
Otherwise, you're gonna buy me some more Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Because at least then my misery can be justified.
Nick, if it makes you feel better, you are getting Nightstar New Direction, the character from Kingdom Come.
It might
I love how you gave him hope for like a second, then you snatched it away. That was so great.
be. He's gonna leave.
Frick you.
Hey, it might be both. I haven't decided yet. It might be
Combine
both.
the first, yeah, exactly. Most modern Marvel and DC characters are running female characters without their femininity, their care, their maternal instincts, their womanly sides, and making them tough and ruder than the male. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Captain
this
Karen.
is the thing that I find hilarious is, so I mean Anita Sarkeesian from Son of Frequency, she did this video. I remember where she decried the man with boobs trope, where like you basically have a female character who acts exactly like a male character, except it's a woman, and like she's like talked about how bad it was. Yeah, that is all we have, not just in comics, but in like all media. You basically have all these women, and they just act like not even acting like men. They act like the worst toxic character of like every a-hole thing a guy is, and it's just like, come on.
By the way, I just want to say real quick, I just scrolled through Twitter and I found something that's obviously a joke, but I'm gonna say it out loud. So you know how like there's been some there's been some rumors of the casting of Sue Storm, and we'll be talking about this on CLD. Someone
Emily
put
Blunt
out there,
and John Krasinski are bust.
it's not going to be that, but they were like, please let me cook. And you know who someone fan casted as Sue Storm?
Who?
I'll give you a hint. Well.
I don't get it.
Grace Randolph. I don't
Actually, no.
Clip number 3, guys. 1 hour 7 minutes.
Great. Nick's providing clips for weeks.
Oh.
I'm trying down the friends as well.
I'm gonna go get a busted guy.
That was so good. Oh my gosh.
I have to put Nightstar New Direction after that.
Oh my god.
No,
Oh my gosh.
JJheat.
Oh.
By the way,
Red
you know, I
Star.
just realized. Wait, you know, I just realized.
Oh.
Since Nick left and came back in, I can play his clip again.
Let's do it. Play the clip again.
God damn it.
No, we're wrapping up. I'm not going to do that. But Nick,
That would have
thank
been a
you for
good way to make me leave for a 4th time.
By the way, Nick, thank you for that content. I now have 3 clips. Now I can say the 3 times I broke the Phoenix Press.
Especially if I had stayed on even a split second longer, I would have cursed.
I love how you stopped. How you exited right as you were dropping a curse. I like that. Thank you, dude. Unlike JJheat, but I really appreciate
I
that.
mean, JJheat.
You see, Jared, I respect you, so.
I mean, JJheat. I had a really good idea for new direction, and that direction is Red Hood and Nightwing. No, not Nightwing.
Teladia's been reading AO3. Teladia's been reading AO3. Teladia's been reading some fan fiction.
Wait, Nick. You don't have now, Teladia. You can't say anything about my slip up because you just had a hell of a slip up.
Teladia's been reading fan fiction. Teladia's been reading fan fiction.
Witnesses.
Red Hood and Starfire. I meant to say.
By the way, that's gonna be a clip in there.
No.
That's a clip. That's a clip right there.
Sharing the pain, Teladia.
That is a clip.
Jared, remember you got an alliance. Remember that?
That was well. Now I have.
Hey, if we're
that
making
doesn't
clips
mean I
of
can't
Nick,
make
we gotta get
clips.
clips of you. It's
Doesn't
only
mean
fair.
I can't make clips.
only
And
fair.
by the way, Tevia, Naomi is a character that started off as a tribute, but the problem with her, they tried to force her into too many things. Like Bendis putting her in the Justice League.
Come
I
on,
was like, dude, you're writing Young Justice. Put her in that.
But movie theater king makes a great point. Tara, she's a pretty chaotic character. We never covered her.
What?
Whoever she's the worst character in DC.
Arsenal
Female.
Arsenal
and Nightwing.
Tara.
I'm just going.
That's two. That's two.
No, that was intentional because I was trying to trip up Teladia again.
Okay, we won't count it. We won't count
All
it.
right, we need to end the stream.
Yeah, we're gonna
because
end it.
Our picks are getting worse and worse by the minute. If we
Hey,
stay
I
on
didn't
any
say
longer,
anything. I'm just enjoying
Jared
this.
is gonna start advocating for Superman John Kent.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll never happen. That'll
Oh.
never happen.
Okay.
Well, if we say if we end the stream now, because otherwise, if we stay on the stream any longer, Jared's gonna get
Okay,
too loopy.
ladies and gentlemen, if we can get Jared or Teladia to 2K by this time next year, they have to defend John Kent with Tevia on the panel.
I'll do that.
Okay.
You hear that, Tevia?
I want to remind you guys about if you guys can get me to 1K before the end of the year, which I'm on track, I have to make a pro Wonder Batch stream.
All right,
with me.
I want to just like for mine because like I'm actually I'm at like 360 something subs. Let's do something for like what should I do if you can get
If
me
you
to
want to
500?
reach like 500 subs, you have to do a Super Wonder stream.
I'll make you a promise, and then this is my promise right here. If you can get me to 1K subs before the end of the year,
oh jeez,
I will make a stream decrying Wonder Bat and proclaiming Super Wonder.
Get him to 1K.
What should I do for 1K? I'm at 160 right now. So what should I do if I ever?
But actually, I'll say this. So, what would be a reason like for 500? I will do a Super Wonder support stream, but it has to be like get me in there like what by October.
October's good.
Because I'm at like 360 something, so I'm trying to do like a reasonable time frame.
Yeah.
So if you can if you can get me to 500 subs by October 1st, I will do a stream like talking about how good Super Wonder is, and I will be earnest and honest about it. Like I'm not gonna like lie to you guys. Like I will actually be earnest about it.
I got a perfect thing for JJheat.
Okay, shoot.
This is a genius thing. So JJheat, if we can get you to either okay, so I'm gonna give you a 500. So wait, should I give him one for 500 or 1,000?
What is he at right
500.
now?
160. 160.
Yeah, 500.
If you reach 500 before the year is out, you have to do a weekly series.
No.
All right,
it has to be a one and done.
I got it. All right, well, one and done. You have to. I got this. This is so genius. You are going to do a stream.
Okay.
Where you watch and review the first season of Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. If I can stomach Batwoman,
he says that now.
Actually,
no, he says that now.
No. I got you one better. If you can get me to I think that's best. Like I will do a live watch on my channel of I will watch the entirety of Gotham Knights in one sitting, and I will stream it, and you can watch my reactions of Gotham Knight live. You can get me to 1K subs before the end of the year.
All right, 500 is the Super Wonder stream for Nick. 1K for Nick is the Gotham Knight stream. That is excellent.
All in one go. I will live stream my reactions to it. You won't be able to watch it, but I will do a marathon of every episode.
This is going to be amazing. And you also have to live tweet it as well.
Yeah, you have to live tweet every episode that you watch.
Because I want to live streaming it already. So
if you're live streaming it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I want to live hear your thoughts. This is
as for 500.
You have to do a live reading of Marvel.
Yes.
For 500.
For 500.
What do I have to do for 1,000? Because we might as well go big or go home.
Actually, okay. Wait. I got one. If you guys can get me to 400 by the end of this month, and I'm at three.
We're talking about JJheat, Nick.
Oh, but I got a really good one.
Go ahead. Let him cook.
Okay, so you're talking about doing a live reading of a comic. I will do a live reading of Sins Past. If you can get me to 400 by the end of the month. And I'm at 364, so that's actually doable.
All right, now I know who I'm going to be promoting. Now I know who I'm going to be promoting. Quick, everyone start sharing Nick's profile.
Well, literally, I'll do a stream where I have the book in my hand, and I'm reading it, and you have to watch my
You have to act out the voices, and then Nick, on camera, you have to do the Norman Osborn O face.
That's
Oh.
crossing a line.
No,
man.
I'm only kidding.
That's
No,
crossing a
no.
line.
If you guys get me to 400 subs by the end of the month, I will do that on stream for you guys because
by the end
Jesus
I'm going to
Christ.
sacrifice for my art.
Oh,
Make a stream. No. That's a good one. I want.
this is too cool.
That's another good one. I want him to make a stream commenting on the Ruby Sears Superman episode with Wonder Woman. That's the one where
I have no clue what that is. So
so there was a Superman animated series from the 80s, and that was the episode where not only Wonder Woman shows up, but she kisses Superman at the end of the episode.
Okay.
tell you what. For the 500 special, when I'm defending Super Wonder, I will talk about it.
No, you're not doing Super Wonder. If you reach 500, you're defending Nightwing and Batgirl. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
I'll tell you, like October 1st, if you guys can get also, but here,
No.
also
That's for the Sins Past reading.
by the way, I'm adding an addendum for 1,000. I also have to be like, if you want me to do the Gotham Knights, I also have to be monetized.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah,
Because
that's fine.
like I want to be like, if I'm going to do like a long stream, I want to be able to accept super chat. So
Yeah.
that is also a condition of that.
Oh boy, but Nick, I'm serious.
As for
500.
me,
We'll get mine settled. So let's move on.
Yeah.
Wait. Did we ever agree on mine? Because I know we did 500 for Gotham Knights. And what about 1,000? Because I know I'm not gonna hit 1,000.
1,000. I got a perfect one for you.
Go ahead.
You have to defend Wonder Woman and
No, wait. I got it, Teladia. He has to do a live reading of Amazon's Attack.
yes.
Bring it on!
All right.
Do you know
everyone,
how
go
many
sub-
bad comics I've read?
Oh, Chevia's got a good one. Defending Bendis Superman.
Oh god.
Again, I've read a lot of bad comics. When it comes to comics, you cannot break me, but you are welcome to try.
I already broke
Teladia. So what are you at right now?
1.6K.
Okay, so you're closing on 2,000. Congrats, by the way, on all that stuff.
Okay, what should
Um,
we make Teladia do for 2,000?
It's got to be a big, because 2K is a big
It's
milestone.
gotta
We
be
gotta
a
see-
big. Oh jeez.
What would Teladia hate? Like, what would Teladia hate? Like this, you know?
He would hate the Gotham Knights thing way more if he has to watch the entire first season.
Don't you mean
I
the
have to
only
sit through it.
season?
I can sit through that. No
Jared,
Hmm?
if you can reach 1.5K by the end of by
the summer.
by this time next year,
Oh no.
you have to do an hour-long playthrough of Superman 64.
I don't have a Nintendo 64 now.
Emulate it.
You can get one.
Hopefully I'll have a gaming PC at that point.
You probably will, and you can emulate it, and then you have to do a live playthrough of it for 1
What
hour.
would be a good idea for
But that's not
Teladia
a
for 2,000?
punishment because I would play that for fun just to see what all the non-hype is about.
Oh, I got a good one.
What?
For 1.5K, you have to defend Super Sons.
That's not that
Happy-
bad.
I like Super Sons as a book. What are you doing?
No,
With Tevya on stream.
No.
with
Can
Tevya
I make
on
a-
stream.
Can I make a suggestion? 1.5K by this time next year,
yeah.
I have to do a stream defending Superman with Lois Lane.
No,
That's
that's
not
your
bad.
2K. That's your 2K. Don't
That's your 2K.
don't sell that short. Don't
All
sell that
right,
short,
all
brother.
right.
That's your 2K.
That's
That's
about
your
as
2K.
much as that video would be worth.
Yeah, that is a 2K. That is a big one.
And by the way, Master Sergeant, that is happening. By the way, I just
Yeah.
have to. I just have
Oh,
to
yes.
iron out the logistics. I will be doing a streaming series where I go through every single Arkham game. That's happening.
And I'll be commentating.
Yeah,
But Tevia's at 1,500 right now. So what would we make Tevia do for 2,000?
he has to defend the Brian Michael Bendis run of Superman, the entire thing.
That's just too cruel. Hey, I have nothing against it. I've seen a lot of bad comics.
Do it now.
He means in terms of the Arkham series. I have to. I'm gonna start that in the near future. I just have to iron out how to do it, how to hook up my computer to my Xbox. So I'm working on the details, but I will do it as soon as I figure it out. I promise, because I have all the remasters
for 2K. You have to do a review of Batman and Robin, and you have to review it positively.
Oh,
wait.
Nick has thrown down the gauntlet.
The movie.
You have to act like it's the best Batman movie of all time.
You have to talk like Arnold Schwarzenegger is the best Mr.
You
Freeze.
have to talk.
Oh,
Wait. Essentially, for reference, refer to how Nick was with Captain Marvel during the April Fool's stream.
I can do that for an hour. Don't worry, I can do that for an hour.
No, he has to be positive for 45 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes he can let loose.
Okay, if we get Tevia to 2,000.
I got it, JHeat. No, I got it.
Okay.
So this is for 1.5K again?
Yeah, 1.5K.
You have to talk about why Secret Empire is the greatest Captain America story of all time. Because I know that's what broke you and got you off of Marvel Comics.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. He says, no, the funny part, here's the thing. He says that now. But as soon as you sit down and read Secret Empire, that will break him. Even if it doesn't break him now, it will get him.
It'll break him later.
JHeat is a delayed breaker. That's what you got to understand about JHeat.
Jared.
And then
I got the perfect 1.5K. You have to review Halo, the TV show, positively.
Yeah.
We got him.
Somebody clip this.
How's it feel, Papa?
I got all
to come back.
What have I done?
All right, guys, it's settled. If we can get Jared to 1.5K.
Oh, Moses, smell the roses.
If we can get Jared to 1.5K,
by this time next year,
he has to review Halo.
positive.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh my God, this is worth it.
Psychos just keep getting younger.
This is the best.
We have a choice here. We either sit and wait or we take these splitter guns and do something really stupid.
Like a panther.
Oh God!
You're gonna die, clown! Why didn't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home? Answer me.
Like a panther.
Dweeb. He fills out his clothes like lentils fill out a sandwich bag.
Jared,
Dear God.
Jared. Let me at least say this. Super.
What about?
Wait, what's your 1K? Jared? What's your 1K thing?
Oh.
Wonderbat.
Oh, yeah. I have to do a stream defending Wonderbat as a couple.
Yeah, 1.5K is Halo.
Okay, so my 500 is Gotham Knights. My 1,000.
And you also have to talk about how him removing his helmet is a good thing. You have to specifically defend that point. And then you have to literally talk about how Master Cheeks is actually a good thing.
God damn it, Nick.
Even JHeat gets off. Nick, you broke JHeat.
Payback.
You did it.
It's a female dog, everyone.
Oh my God.
Oh man, but my webcam's acting up. But for real,
I'm this close to saying, please don't get me to 1.5K.
Get him up
Get
to
him to 1.5K. Like, share, retweet.
Watch, with my luck, the upcoming collab will get me to that point, and then I'll be like,
I 2,000. That's where the real fun begins.
You do realize that I have like a 90% chance of having to read Sin's Pass on stream.
And I have a very
remember.
Good doing
I'm at like okay. Let's see where I'm at. Like
and Nick, remember you have to do all the voices and everything. You have to up the production quality on this.
Hey, I'm at 160, so I'm in the clear.
I'm actually pretty decent voice actor. So right now,
actually, let's do something if JHeat gets to 200.
No, I am at 364 subscribers.
Yeah,
I'm at 300 and Nintendo 64 subscribers. So like to get to 400 by August is extremely doable.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch you do Sin's Past, please, if you have not subscribed to me, actually, I should probably drop my link right now.
Yeah,
so
drop your links in the private channel, share them. But
actually, I can do
if JHeat gets to 200 subs by the end of September, what does he have to do?
He has to read Marvel.
No, that's another one.
No. His his 500.
Wait, you
his
have
500.
to review season 1 of what's that other like fantasy show that's like on there? It's about a dude that's like labeled the dragon or something like that. Nick, it's like
actually no, like making me positively review Wheel of Time. That would get the same reaction that Jared just did.
I got a good one.
Because Jared,
wait,
Jared, like you are with Halo, I am with Wheel of Time, and I consider the TV show an abomination to man. So forcing me to do that would get the same reaction of.
Hey, that's an
Jared.
open admission. That's an open admission.
Tevye goes Dragon Prince.
Okay,
I have no.
That's
idea
actually
what
good
it
though. Isn't that actually a good show though?
Yeah, but I know a good one for JHeat.
is. Okay.
Twisted Metal. You have to
I have no idea what that is.
yeah, that wouldn't work, Teladia.
Oh man.
It's based off of a video game series.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
Okay, so again, I'm putting in the chat. Someone make a review of the Stargirl TV series, please. Yeah, we should do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely. That's
So
not.
I'm gonna announce this now, guys. A monthly series is happening on my channel with myself and Jared as we talk about Super Wonder.
Because surprising no one, that stream exploded.
Yes, so we're gonna be talking
Give
about
you guys a little like behind the scenes of Comics League. Part of the reason why I cover Super Wonder so extensively and the Snyderverse is that I recognize shortly after starting to cover those topics, those get views.
So,
ironically, Super Wonder gets more views than Wonder Bat, so haha.
So we'll be talking about issue by issue. We'll be talking about it as a series by monthly series.
You know what? I'll spare you guys the embarrassment. If I make it to 200 by September, I have to review. Oh, what's a good one? Either She-Hulk on Disney Plus from beginning to end, or the CW Flash.
JHeat, I'm gonna nix the She-Hulk idea because that's like I don't know if you heard like on the news, but the Geneva Convention recently made a ruling, and forcing someone to watch Supergirl is officially labeled as a war crime, as like crime against humanity. So like I'm sorry, we can't force you to watch it because then we'd be brought up on war crimes. So like yeah, we can't do that.
I appreciate it. Anyone else got any good ideas?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
You have to defend the Luke Skywalker and his girlfriend from Legends.
No, even better. No. He has to defend Raylo.
Yes, Raylo.
Simple, generic teenage shipping. It was just pure nonsense.
Nick, stop. No, you have to positively review the entire sequel trilogy like you're the biggest fanboy of the sequel trilogy.
No.
Wait, Nick.
Jared has
all
to
the
make
decisions. Wait. No, let me talk. You have to talk about why Kathleen Kennedy is the greatest thing to ever happen to Star Wars.
No, even better. JHeat has to make a video where he honestly makes a case of why Rise of Skywalker is the best Star Wars movie. I'm not talking about lying. You have to use actual points, logic, and legitimately make a academic case about why Rise of Skywalker is the best Star Wars movie.
Look at his face.
Objectively.
And by the way, Master Sergeant says, I'm pretty sure the Nuremberg trials established watching Supergirl as an exception to that law.
Only the first season. The first season, it has the exemption. But after the first season, you go right back to war crimes.
And then Tevye says, what about defend the Arrowverse? There were some good parts of the Arrowverse.
I mean, yeah, I can defend the Arrowverse easy. That's like Arrowverse is not like this albatross.
He has to watch the Birds of Prey TV show.
No,
The TV
no,
show was
no.
decent.
That was not that bad.
He has to watch Batwoman.
I
No,
have
you
watched
did.
that actually.
No,
He's
you
watched
have
it.
to watch and positively review like you're the biggest fanboy of it, the Birds of Prey movie.
Yes.
Okay, it's a girls' night.
No, not now.
Girl.
Not now.
Seriously,
Stop it.
I could do this all
Not
night.
now. You're not doing it right now. You're not doing it right now. We trust me. And by the way, this is gonna be
I got
running joke.
one. JJheat has to review and positively give a recommendation. The Nick Fury movie starring David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
I've never seen
No.
that. I've never seen that.
Well, you have to watch and review it. No, you have to review the Captain America movie from the 90s.
Yes.
Wait, wasn't that scrapped? I thought that never got made.
No, it came out.
Oh, no. JJheat is thinking of the Fantastic Four movie by Roger Corman, which was filmed. It was but never released, but you can find it pretty easily.
And by the way,
Okay.
Tevia, Mass Effect
No.
Andromeda was actually pretty good.
So Teladia,
And then
here's
we're
what
done.
if you can reach
2K.
by the end of the year,
Yeah.
you have to do a review of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
I thought you already told me to do Batman and
Actually,
Robin.
no. Judging by Jay Heat's reaction, he has to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just
And by
surprised
the way,
that anybody even knows
Daniel
it exists.
Daniel has a fantastic thing. The David Hasselhoff movie is better than Secret Invasion.
That is true. That is true. I can 100% confirm that.
On that note, everyone, good night, everybody.
Wait,
We'll
what about
see-
promos?
We'll see you later. And by the way, keep coming, DM me
Oh,
on Twitter
no,
and
don't
email me
forget,
with
Jake-
punishments for
Wait. Time out.
real
time out,
quick,
time
real quick, and then I'll let you go. But everyone, DM me and email me. All the information is below. Punishments for JJheat's advancement on YouTube. What do you need to say, Teladia?
Don't forget comics collab.
We have a special collab coming up that's gonna. Hey, what's up, Josh Herrera? What's up, dude? Jean Grey and Babs are my tops. I have a thing for redheads.
And be on the lookout
To
for
quote-
Resurrection
wait.
Young Justice.
To quote Aquaman, redheads, gotta love them. So actually, before we end up, Teladia, where can one find you and what we got coming out?
So you can find me on Teladia Plays on YouTube and X, as I got my Twitter back. And
Yes.
and also I've got streams planned for this weekend for my adventure with Superman with Jared. And also we're gonna do something special. I think at the end of this month, either this month or next month, we're gonna do the Super Wonder, start that up for that series of issues. Myself and Jared, we're gonna figure out a time to do that. And also, that's right, I also got the collab with JJheat coming up on his channel for Blazing Shonen. So be excited for that. And Josh, I just seen your tweet. My God, you lucky guy to go to Comic-Con.
As for me, I'll just go and get mine out of the way. I'm actually in a few hours gonna actually go live at 12:15 on Harley Quinn the animated series because I was fan requested to talk about the show
You poor
and
soul.
a comic retrospective. Hey, it's a fan request. I gotta honor it.
I know, but it doesn't make you not. a
You
poor soul.
watched Gotham Knights when you were requested. You can't say nothing to me.
I'm just saying you're a poor soul that you had to do that.
Now I just feel bad. But
As
in
you
layman's,
should be.
in other words, be on the lookout for me and Jared to talk about New Direction verse with New Direction Young Justice, where we actually try to fix the Lodell run. God help us
Oh
all.
boy. For those of you that don't know, the Lobdell run is the new 52 Teen Titans run. That was a wreck.
Yeah.
So Nick, where can we
I'm
find
just
you?
gonna
when
say
we get
this:
coming up? Mhm.
Red Hood and the Outlaws was a better Teen Titans book than Teen Titans.
Yes, it was.
Yes, indeed.
And that's for you, Jared. What you got?
Even
coming
though
up?
it had Roy and Starfire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was one of the highlights of the book.
Oh man.
So,
The one time that I agree with activists, Starfire was a little bit too much over sexualized in those books. I will give them that.
Yeah, we can agree on that, bud.
the problem is that's the way she was until the Teen Titans cartoon. That was the character.
You clearly
Still,
didn't like
at some
no,
point.
no. She was not like okay. The version we saw in Red Hood of the Outlaws was not Starfire. Like it was a
Okay.
more aggressive, a more sexually outgoing version of the character. If you read the classic Marv Wolfman issues,
Okay.
Jared is just like, I have no interest in this.
No, I'm just saying the only thing I will say about that, the minute you say there is no, the minute you say that's not Starfire, those are the same people who say Snyder's Superman is not Superman. It's just a different version of it.
But what you said is that's how Starfire always is. That's what I was arguing against.
So she was Blackfire, basically.
Kind of.
Like you said, like that's like her usual characterization was in the Red and the Outlaws. That's what I was arguing against. I'm saying like her usual characterization is something a little bit differently.
Okay, fine.
As for you, Comics League, what have you?
As for me, I have my collab with Joe Sontag coming up, I believe next week, as a matter of fact. So that's gonna be fun.
That man does like amazing art.
I have another collab in 2 weeks. I can say when it is. August 17th, I have this is quite possibly the biggest collab I have ever had on this channel.
Quite possibly, more like it is.
It is. Yes, it was. And so we're not going to tell you who it is. I'm just going to tease. That's your tease. It's a big thing.
I am fighting so hard to keep my mouth shut right now.
So, and then in terms of on Mondays, I'm still like figuring out what I want to do for Monday. Indie Wednesday, I'm still working on that. I may review a little bit of like the new Conan series because I picked up the first issue of that. It's actually pretty dope.
How dare you, Master Sergeant? How dare you?
Okay, Master Sergeant, you are literally
Roll the clip.
Wait, Nick, look what Master Sergeant said.
I can't see it.
Oh.
All right, give him a. Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name?
Yeah, Tevia. I think Tevia knows. Don't say it.
Oh, that's got to be if we do top 10 moments of Comics League this New Year's. That's at least.
This episode is chock full. All the top 10 are going to come from this one episode. By the way,
no. If we do a top 10 episodes of Comics League, this is in the top 10.
This is in the top.
That's fair.
That's fair. In the top 5. Let's face it. Until we interview Zack Snyder, this is in the top 5.
Oh,
but all right. So, in terms of Under Two Capes, we're gonna talk. What was the topic?
Injustice, because they wanted us.
Yeah, we're gonna go in depth. Next week is gonna be the Injustice week.
All right. Can I do my promo?
Yeah. And then wait, I'm almost done. And in terms of movie night, let me give a quick update for the movie for this week.
Yeah, the poll should be done by now.
It's looking like, all right. So in terms of, I'm trying to find the poll real quick. Hang on. All right. So I have the results. Give me 1 second. The results of the poll. The movie night that we are the movie that we are discussing for movie night this week is Underworld.
God damn it!
So both polls are
both,
have the same.
Literally both polls have Underworld as the winning answer.
What are the percentages? I'm just curious. Like I kind of had a feeling it was going to be Underworld. That's
Twitter, it's 31%, and like YouTube is like 47. It's like it's very dramatically different.
Well, I guess people do like skin tight vinyl on an attractive woman.
And I know Teladia is upset because he wanted me to review Karate Kid. Which,
and
to be
fun
clear,
fact,
those can be that can be your pick on your next go around, Nick.
Actually, mine's coming up, so I'm claiming Karate Kid.
You're the best around. Nothing can ever keep you down. You're the best.
And Jared, don't forget War World Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna do the War World watch through and review. Let me see when I have the time to do that because.
Remember, I got my stream tomorrow.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm checking that out. How long is War World as a movie?
About an hour and a half.
I could do it at... we'll talk about it off stream and we'll like announce it and everything. But yeah, should be able to do it tomorrow. And then again, the way it'll work is that we'll live stream a watch through reaction. We'll watch it, the whole movie, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So we'll talk about that off. Nick,
almost forgot.
Yeah.
Almost forgot. My Adventures of Superman review with Teladia tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. Episodes 1 through 5.
And then before I go on to Nick on what he's got coming out, obviously I have all the other collabs with the guys. And by the way, Movie Theater Bertram says, one day you guys should do a topic over the next generation of superheroes. Marvel and DC will not do it until their publication ends.
Well,
Movie Theater King.
I mean, that's just talking about indies. Like I'll tell you right now, two heroes that are part of the next generation are Athena and Screecher.
Well, I have an entire pantheon of heroes that are part of the new.
And I have an entire universe, so
I like Jared. You have not seen my writing folder. Trust me, I got stuff planned.
Oh boy, we cooking, bro. We cooking. So on that note, Nick, what have you got coming out?
You know, I just gotta say, Jared, at some point, we're gonna get so good there might be a crisis on Two Worlds.
Awesome.
Also, I love like how someone's sound effect came off at just the right time. So
yes, that was
all right. So tomorrow I'll be doing the Friday Night Frenzy. We're talking about like Marvel Phase 4 and how they Amber Hearded it all the way up. That's my polite way of saying it. And like it's like we'll talk about like Secret Invasion, a lot of the other failures, and just like talking about like kind of just what went wrong and like what could they like really do differently. It's gonna be a really good stream. Then on Saturday, the quest to maintain my sanity as Jared and Sammy just keep poking me and testing the limits of my mental strength.
Yeah,
while
one more day. It's one more day watching Nick fail at being Spider-Man.
Jared, one of these days I will forgive you for your past sins. All right, so I'm playing Spider-Man Remastered. It's really fun. We just started it yesterday. Last week. It's gonna be really cool. Monday, the next episode of Avatar Rewatch is gonna be pretty sweet. We got Nick's Quest for Peace. Dear God, Master Sergeant. Master Sergeant just obliterated me. I am now just giblets on a battlefield. But yeah, and then I got my usual stuff like Super Split Screen Bros, which my latest one just came out yesterday, so go and give that a watch. And also, please make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. Like I said, I'm trying to get to 400, and if you can do that before the end of this month, I will do a live stream where I read Sins Past and I actually do voices for it. And
that's
so
gonna be so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be so good. I will promote the hell out of that.
I'm just preparing for the cringe. I wouldn't wish.
Well, for right now, just promote the hell out of my channel and get me to 400.
Asks, try defending Spider-Man one more day. We'll put that in the queue of stuff. And by the way,
save that for April Fools.
You've all seen it. Invincible. Was that not a straight copy of Justice League or what? It kind of was.
Yeah,
it kind of was.
I liked it. I'm actually kind of excited.
It a lot.
Have you guys seen the Adam Eve special? Because
I haven't checked it out. I'll watch it tomorrow.
I feel like Adam Eve is probably one of the best written female characters we've gotten in a long time.
She is. Well, because you know why? Who's heavily involved in the production of that show?
Robert Kirkman.
And Ryan Otley, the two guys who created her. So they're very protective about their character.
So on that note,
and by the way, one more thing, the agenda for Comics League Dark tomorrow, I can tell you pretty much that at least two of the topics are going to be the casting rumors for Sue Storm and the news for right now, they are developing a Wonder Woman 3 for Gal Gadot, and why apparently James Gunn, the DCU, don't know what the word reboot means.
Are they going to use Steve Trevor a third time?
That would be hilarious if they're. Well, it's kind of funny. After Patty Jenkins left, there were all these memes that like she got fired from Star Wars because she kept trying to bring Steve Trevor into Star Wars. She kept trying to bring into all of her other movies.
So
I am altering this universe. Pray I do not alter it further.
And Master Sergeant Henry Cavill for Sue Storm.
Master Sergeant is always a highlight on this channel.
And on that note,
on that note, we're gonna before we say something we're gonna regret.
We just like to say thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below what you thought of your picks for for Marvel and DC for your top 5 females. We want to see that. In the
Definitely.
comments.
And remember, be
Henry
prepared.
Cavill for Rogue.
Be prepared for the injustice of a stream that we're gonna have next week. On
Money
that
bet!
Oh! Before you go, I do have something else I want to say. So, I'm negotiating. I'm gonna have a big guest on my stream next week. It's not 100% official yet, but I'll be revealing them on tomorrow's stream. Let's just say I'm going quite global with this one.
I know what he's talking about. It's a really big get. On that note, everyone, stay here, work, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.